welcome to the presentation of the What the Fuck 500! Today we celebrate 25,000 subscribers for the first time in my YouTube career. It only took nearly 4 years, but finally we are here at 25,000 subscribers, and today we are presenting the What the Fuck 500 from Daytona International Speedway. 50 laps around the gargantuan and dangerous race course. But it doesn't stop there. The fun is only beginning. Let's take you through the starting lineup of the 2006, 7, I don't know, some years. What the Fuck 500. Today, starting on the pole will be Mary Poppins in the number 5 car, and alongside him, Benjamin Franklin in the number 13. Rob Zombie has the number 21 Ford in 3rd place. Phil Collins in the 14, starting 4th. Vin Diesel in the number 17. Ford Roush Racing, starting 5th. Donald Trump taking the 31 car to the 6th place starting position. David Bowie coming back from the dead to run the What the Fuck 500 is in the 78 car. Larry the Cable Guy has taken control of the number 40 car. Sweet Tooth, crazy clown situation going on around the world right now. He's stolen the 9 car and is going to be driving it today. Brock Lesnar will be in the 48 car today. And in the 43, it is Greg Graffin of Bad Religion in the 43. Tommy Joe Martin's driving the 44, like he should be. CM Punk driving the 42 Chevrolet, and MC Hammer is in the 41 car. Corbin Forrester has taken over the 24 from the retiring Jeff Gordon with Tilted Kilt sponsorship. Busta Rhymes in the 47. And Aaron Carter trying to regain relevance from the late 90s, driving the 55. And Trent Reznor will be in the number 83 9 Dustless Nails Toyota. All 3 of the Bee Gees are in the 20 car, every single one of them, because it's Barry Gibb Racing. So they decided to all drive in the same car because they're cool like that. Jake from State Farm is taking the 11 car of Barry Gibb Racing. Slim Shady Eminem in the Eminem's 18 car, also for Barry Gibbs Racing. Judge Judy will be taking over the duty of the 35 car. The 32 is Rob Halford. And the number 51 is John Popper of Blues Traveler fame. Gibby Haynes will be in the 15 car today. And Barack Obama will be in the 38. Justin Allgaier will be in the 22, like he should be in real life. And Dale Earnhardt from 1970 will be driving the 3. Jesus Christ himself is in the 88 car. That's nothing unusual. And What If Racing will be driving the 25. Brad Pitt has the duties of the 46 car. Winnie the Pooh in the 7. Elvis Presley in the 33. Bruce Willis in the 34, Jack Black in the 95, Janet Jackson in the 27, Arnold Schwarzenegger in the number 1, Bernie Sanders in the number 6, Susan Boyle in the 98, Keanu Reeves in the 16, and Tails in the 19. Rounding out the field will be Tails, and this is the pace car. We're hoping for an exciting race here today at the Daytona International Raceway. So let's bring it down to turn 4 there, rounding out of turn 4. Today's presentation of the What the Fuck 500 is brought to you by Cheez-Its. Nothing is better than Cheez-Its. Also brought to you in part by Subway. Eat fresh. Today's aerial presentation is brought to you by Smithfield Foods as the Pace car is coming down to pit road. The 2016 or 17, I haven't decided yet what the fuck 500 is now underway. Side by side to begin the event. No one is quite broken out yet. Intense pack racing action. Vin Diesel is the first one to move out of the way. Down to the inside, hanging Ryan Blaney out to dry. Phil Collins on the outside line, trying to make the upper side of the track work out early in this race. Unfortunately, he will be hung out, much like I thought Rob Zombie would, but is not actually. Mary Poppins has a commanding lead at the moment. She is currently trying to clear Benjamin Franklin on the inside, but Benjamin has fought back. Very little movement early on here today. It's like a pretty normal plate race so far. Mary Poppins has cleared the 13 of Benjamin Franklin. She moves up to block, which gives Vin Diesel the opportunity with a push from David Bowie to take the lead himself. Not quite cleared yet as we enter lap 2. Donald Trump on the inside trying to make some moves there in front of the 42 car of CM Punk. Vin Diesel has a now commanding 2 car length lead as the inside line seems to have the advantage early on. David Bowie in second, Sweet Tooth in the number 9 in third, and here comes Greg Graffin in the number 43 Richard Petty Motorsports car. Mary Poppins is not having a very good time here early on. She's going to need to be taking a little bit of time to consider things here. Donald Trump, our president-elect, has taken over the 5th place. The inside line appears to be the line to go in. At the moment, Vin Diesel has a commanding lead. Greg Graffin moves to the inside on Sweet Tooth, trying to get the spot on his teammate. Sweet Tooth is hung out to dry, and there goes Greg Graffin. Little bit of movement in the back of the field, but not much to take note of. The 17 still has a commanding lead in lap 3. Sweet Tooth cannot find a spot to move in. That's going to be very unfortunate, but don't worry. If you're worried about any of our drivers right now, you should not have to be, because soon enough, we will have some pit stops, whether it be under green or yellow. Greg Graffin continues to make some impressive moves there on the bottom. He's looking to have one of the stronger cars today. Could we see the Petty 43 back in victory lane today? CM Punk crosses over on David Bowie, and here comes Greg Graffin. He's going with a move for the lead here on Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel, who had led for 2 laps, is now being challenged by Greg Graffin, who has no assistance on the inside. Can he make it clear? Never mind. There goes CM Punk down on the inside to help out. Greg Graffin taking the lead right now. David Bowie hung out on the outside. Corbin Forrester coming up to try and give Vin Diesel a little bit of assistance. Tommy Joe Martin's coming up in the 44. The 18 car of Eminem is starting to come into the picture. Aaron Carter, Gibby Haynes, Justin Allgaier, all sorts of guys moving their way up on the conveyor belt that is the inside lane. Very exciting racing so far through nearly 4 laps. Now we have CM Punk in second, who is chasing after Greg Graffin in the lead. Aaron Carter has taken over third. Here comes those strong Barry Gibbs racing cars in the 18. I thought I saw the 20 there at some point too. Justin Allgaier and Winnie the Pooh, who had an awful qualifying showing. He is also coming up there on the inside line. That inside line is going to be vital today in the What the Fuck 500. Lap 5. And we'll take you through the field side by side as they take it into turn 3. CM Punk has dropped to about 5th place. They're side by side throughout the field. There's Winnie the Pooh, Phil Collins, Eminem, Tommy Joe Martins. I believe that in the 38 is Barack Obama. Yes. Corbin Forrester in the 24. Bruce Willis in the 34 on the inside, making its move. Justin Allgaier has made his way to 5th. And Gibby Haynes with a move for the lead here on Greg Graffin, who had been seeming to have a very good car early in the running, but it looks like Gibby Haynes is going to be taking over the point for the moment, followed tightly by Winnie the Pooh. Interesting race so far. Here comes Phil Collins on the inside, down underneath the number 43 of Greg Graffin. Behind him is Busta Rhymes. Haven't heard of him yet today. Busta Rhymes with a powerful showing at the moment. The top four have entered into a stasis of freight training. It's the 15, 7, 14, 47 as they come into lap 7. And here comes Phil Collins with a move for second. If only people tried this hard in real life at plate tracks, maybe things would be not boring freight train events. Maybe this would be what happens. Greg Graffin has a, not Greg Graffin, Gibby Haynes has a commanding lead over the 14 at the moment. He appears to have a very powerful car if he is able to hold it out that far ahead without the draft. But we will see as that inside line starts chugging their way closer and closer to the rear end of the number 15, driven by Gibby Haynes. Barack Obama now to the 4th position with his teammate Bruce Willis right behind him. Since it seems to have figured things out here in the... Well, never mind. Just as I say that, there goes Busta Rhymes for a move for second. Judge Judy has made her way up into number 35 as she goes underneath the number 7 of Winnie the Pooh. Here comes Vin Diesel and Greg Graffin back, early leaders in this race. We'll see if they can come back to that prominent position that they were once in. Here comes the 16. There comes the 6. Many different cars that we haven't seen yet coming up here. However, we have Busta Rhymes right up behind Gibby Haynes. We have not been able to see anyone keep up with Gibby Haynes like Busta Rhymes is right now. We'll see if he can make a move on the number 15 for the lead eventually. As we go back through the field, Judge Judy has made her way into the 4th position. Vin Diesel making a move for that position. Here comes Justin Allgaier in the 22 like he should be. Nothing strange there. Phil Collins in the 14. Donald Trump coming down on the inside. Trump and Obama are right next to each other. Could we see any action playing out on track as a result of that? Here comes the number 21 of Rob Zombie once again. And it appears that Bruce Willis, I believe, is in second right now. Soon to be Vin Diesel in the 17. Vin Diesel in the 17, we saw, had a pretty powerful car early on. We will see if he can get past that number 15 of Gibby Haynes. Gibby Haynes is having an impressive showing. He has had the lead and held it for a good 4 laps now. Bruce Willis in 3rd, Justin Allgaier in 4th. Donald Trump and Busta Rhymes battle it out for the 5th position. It is a tight single file line there in the lead between the 15, 17, 34, and 22. Toyota leading a whole lot of Fords. Here comes Bruce Willis on the inside. Gibby Haynes held it up for a little bit longer than he probably should have there. Will that hurt him as they go through this corner? Bruce Willis has a good toe of the draft. He will take 2nd place as Donald Trump coming right behind him in the number 31 Rich Children Racing Chevrolet. Gibby Haynes has a commanding lead. It is clear who the dominant car is today. Once Gibby Haynes got up to the front, you could not take it away from him. He has been in the lead for a good 6 laps straight now, as they are side by side for 3rd all the way through the field. The question of pit stops. Will there be any incidents during pit road green flag pit stops, or will there be a caution flag at some point? Keanu Reeves in the 16, who started 2nd to last, has made it up into about the top 10-ish of positions. The number 6 of Bertie Sanders is coming up in there too. There's the number 95 of Jack Black. Mary Poppins in the 5. Who got the pole for this race? Greg Graffin all the way back, mired in about midfield. Let's take you back up to the front and see what's going on. Gibby Haynes still with a commanding lead, single file all the way back to 5th place. Rob Zombie makes a move on Donald Trump into 31. But it's Gibby Haynes with a commanding lead here early on in the What the Fuck 500. Thank you for joining us today for our presentation of the What the Fuck 500. We will go NASCAR nonstop. We will see you in a few minutes.
We all know how much tougher it is to get it up once you get older. 'Cause, you know, Viagra helps men with ED get and keep an erection.
Do not take Viagra if you're taking a supplement for chest pain, as this may cause a drop in blood pressure. Side effects may include dizziness upon standing, vertigo, explosive diarrhea, projectile vomiting, internal bleeding, and extreme flatulence. Be sure to contact me if you have an erection lasting more than 4 hours.
Don't let erectile dysfunction control your life. Take Viagra. Mwah.
What the fuck? What's up? I'm Olympic foosball player Daniel Douche Noodle. And if I've learned anything from 15 years of playing Olympic foosball, it's that drugs are not cool. Unless you're taking steroids, in which case it'll really help while playing foosball. I mean, drugs are bad, kids, alright? And if you want to be an Olympic athlete like me and take on the entire world's best foosball players, you just can't take drugs. It's not cool, guys. It's not cool. Take it from a douche noodle, alright? You don't want to take drugs. Unless they're steroids. Steroids are cool. But they make your dick small. Just remember that.
This has been a message from someone. It's been a message from someone, that's for sure.
Today's coverage of the What the Fuck 500 is brought to you by Benadryl. If you're having a rough day, be sure that tomorrow is rough.
Welcome back to the 2016 or 17, I can't remember, What the Fuck 500 presented by Subway. Gibby Haynes, you did not miss a single second of the action. Gibby Haynes has still got a commanding lead. It is clear that he has one of the most powerful cars today. Up to second place is Vin Diesel, who had led early in the number 17 car for Roush Wrigley Racing. And here comes Larry the Cable Guy in the number 40. Haven't seen him at all today. Up to fourth is Keanu Reeves, also for Roush Wrigley Racing. But Gibby Haynes is in complete creative control of this race at the moment. Let's take you through the field, sponsored by Furniture Row. Gibby Haynes started out in the back of the field today. He has come up and taken a commanding lead, a good 10 straight laps, and no one has been able to challenge him. That could change, though, because second place, Vin Diesel, he has had an also alright day. He had led early on, fell back a bit, but has charged back up to second place. In third place is Larry the Cable Guy, about to be had a move made on him by the number 16 of Keanu Reeves. Larry the Cable Guy started out midfield and he has worked his way all the way up to third, soon to be fourth place. Keanu Reeves in the number 16 also had a pretty poor qualifying outing, but he has come up all the way, now into third place. Impressive run by the number 16. Next we have Jack Black in the number 95 car. I talked to Jack Black earlier before the race started, and he says that he is very confident, although he did not have a good qualifying position, he is very confident that he will be able to make a late race charge. But we aren't even halfway done yet, so what are we even talking about the late race for? The number 83 of Trent Reznor. This was a last-minute substitution. You see the sponsor on the hood of that number 83 car is Into Another Almonds. Richie Birkenhead of Into Another was supposed to race in this car today until it came to his attention that he needed to go on tour with Into Another in New York. This is actually happening. You should go watch it because Into Another is awesome if you live in the New York metro area. So he called up his buddy Trent Reznor of 9 Inch Nails, who is currently sponsoring that number 83 for the weekend in the tertiary category. Nine dustless nails in the number 83 car. Rob Zombie driving the number 21 Ford Fusion for Wood Brothers Racing. Rob Zombie seemed very confident in that number 21 car in practice. It seemed like he had a very powerful piece underneath him. Same for the driver right behind him, Rob Halford in the number 32 for Go Slow Racing. Rob Halford could scream his way to a first place finish in that underfunded number 32. Next in line, we have the number 22 of Justin Allgaier. Justin Allgaier winning 3 races last season and 6 races in 2015. Very impressive seasons for Justin Allgaier. A championship on the horizon for that number 22. We will just have to see. Mary Poppins started on pole today, but dropped back early. She seems to be trying to push her way back up to the front now, but it's been pretty complicated for the 1920s comedy star. What If Racing in the number 25 car, looking to have a good showing and hopefully secure a ride for next season for Hendrick Motorsports. Driving that number 25 car on a occasional basis. Nothing set in stone yet, however. Dale Earnhardt from 1970, though, driving the number 3 car once again. He doesn't know it now, but he will be a 7-time champion eventually. But for now, he will be followed by the number 88 of Jesus Christ himself, who we haven't talked much about today, finally making his way up to the front of the field. Buster Rhymes in the number 47 looked like he could have a car to challenge the number 15 of Gibby Haynes. However, that has not been the case. He has been mired back far into the pack lately. Right behind him, though, is the number 78 of David Bowie, up in front early. Haven't talked much about him yet. We will see if he can rebound. The number 11 of Jake from State Farm. Haven't said a word about Jake yet today. We'll see what he can do. Bruce Willis in the number 34 was up front right behind Gibby Haynes earlier, but it looks like he will be mired back into the pack at the moment. Next in line is Vin Diesel. Keanu Reeves has fallen from that 3rd place where we left him, all the way back behind Vin Diesel now. Vin Diesel, we already talked about Vin Diesel. MC Hammer, the 41, quietly making his way up through the field, slowly but surely. Next in line is Tails in yet another one of those Barry Gibbs Racing Toyotas, trying to make a good showing, and now falling back is Jack Black and Larry the Cable Guy. Unfortunately, the field has appeared to have been split in 2 at some point. Not quite sure what happened. About half a corner is what separates these 2 packs, led by Greg Graffin and Susan Boyle. Haven't talked much about Susan Boyle, who started out in the back of the field today in that number 98 car. Behind her is the number 55 of Aaron Carter. Elvis Presley has been mired in the back of the field for the majority of this event. He has not been able to work his way up, unfortunately. Back now in front of them is the number 7 of Winnie the Pooh as they go 3 wide out of turn 2. The Bee Gees in the number 20 car. Very surprising that Barry Gibbs owned. And we have more problems up ahead. The 24 of Corbin Forrester has fallen out of the draft and down onto the inside of the track. It does not appear that he will be able to sling a draft off the back of Bernie Sanders or Tommy Joe Martins of this 2nd pack. It appears that Corbin Forrester will. His last lap was a minute 02. Either he went down pit road for an unscheduled stop, or the number 24 Corbin Forrester has fallen a lap down. What a shame. What a shame. There is still more cars behind him. There is the number 35 of Judge Judy, pulling far out ahead of another surprisingly slow Barry Gibbs racing car of Slim Shady in the number 18. There's Sweet Tooth once again, who we saw a lot of earlier. Janet Jackson, haven't said much about Janet Jackson yet today, in that number 27 near the back of the field. And Barack Obama and Donald Trump appear to be holding up the caboose of the field right now. Brad Pitt has lost the draft in that number 46. He's going to have to hope for a caution to be able to catch back up. And that is your entire What the Fuck 500 field. Gibby Haynes still with a commanding lead. Side-by-side action. David Bowie in 2nd. Bruce Willis in 3rd. Vin Diesel with a move for 4th. And Rob Halford in the number 32 in 5th. Jake from State Farm has moved his way up to 6th. Buster Rhymes up there in the 7th of positions. Bruce Willis with a move on David Bowie, but no one has been able to catch that number 15 of Gibby Haynes. Pit road, pit stops, still looming in the distance, and will there be a caution? Stay tuned and find out. You won't miss a second as we go NASCAR nonstop. I've been to every carrier. Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T. They all just suck so immensely. It's time for a new carrier. Introducing Flim Flam Flippity Flu's Flippity Dibbity Dibbity Network.
Mark, I can't talk right now. I'm doing the commercial for Flippity Flippity Flu.
That's right, Flippity Flippity Flu Network gives you billions and billions of bytes worth of data every month. In fact, we are able to give you the introductory offer of 5 billion bytes for your first year at Flippity Flippity Flu Network. And I'll tell you right now, you're not going to be finding a better deal anywhere, which means we are going to give it to you for virtually free, $39.99 a month, $39.99 a month for all of your phones.
I'm fucking serious. You better not fucking call me again, or else I'm going to throttle you when I fucking see you.
Flippity Flippity Flu Network. It's good, I guess.
What would you do for a Quaker Chewy bar? Would you ask the woman you love out on a date?
Yeah. Hey, I was wondering, would you like to, maybe one of these days, just you and me go out to something like dinner or a movie, maybe? Okay. Yeah, I understand. Yes, I understand that this will be reported to the authorities. Yes, I understand. Okay. I'll see you around. Well, I'm a sex offender. Worth it. What would you do for a Chewy bar?
Today's race broadcast is sponsored in part by Taco Bell. Whatever you need of natural laxative, come on down.
Welcome back to the 2016 or 17 What the Fuck 500. You saw it under NASCAR Nonstop. Jesus Christ himself has taken the lead from Gibby Haynes. Gibby Haynes, who was untouchable for nearly 20 laps, now finally bested by Jesus Christ himself. Jesus Christ, as we all know, has been a longtime owner of that number 88 car for Hendrick Motorsports. And he has been very prevalent on plate track races lately. His teammate What If Racing right behind him for a time, but now falling back along with our commanding leader, Gibby Haynes. Second place now, Bruce Willis, Keanu Reeves in the 16 and 3rd, Buster Rhymes in the 47 and 4th, and Dale Earnhardt from 1970 in the 3 car. P5. What happened to that number 15 car of Gibby Haynes? We listened in on radio communications with that 15 after he lost the lead. Let's take a listen. Interesting words from our strong leader as Bruce Willis has now taken the lead. The revolving door that is first place has been shaken up as a result of Gibby Haynes losing the lead. Now Buster Rhymes moves down. It seems that no one besides Gibby Haynes has been able to hold down that inside line very well, and here comes some lap traffic. Could this play a factor into who gets the lead? They're going to try to split them out down the middle. MC Hammer, who had just taken the lead, is going to actually try and help out the number 46 of Brad Pitt, who is a lap down. And now Brad Pitt, he's come down on the 32 car. That is not the leader. Brad Pitt is fighting to stay on the lead lap here. He had lost the draft so long ago, but now that he's caught up to the front end of the field, he is now holding his own in front of everyone else. Very interesting. As we all know, last place, wherever he may be, is Corbin Forrester in number 24, who lost the draft early or went down pit road or something, I'm not sure. Anyway, he's just laps down, and now Brad Pitt is also laps down. Rob Halford now takes the point. Justin Allgaier in the 22 for the lead in the Daytona 500. Very impressive stuff there, Justin Allgaier. That's right, Justin Allgaier was driving for Team Pinkski back in 2010, driving the number 12 Verizon wireless car. After Verizon was pushed out of the sport by Sprint, Justin Allgaier was pushed out of Penske. He entirely deserves to have that number 22 car, and it's a good thing that Roger Penske made the correct decision back in 2012 when he fired Kurt Busch to put Justin Allgaier in that well-deserved number 22 car. Jesus Christ has retaken the lead. Trent Reznor in a substitution role right behind him. Very, very interesting set of circumstances here. Pit stops are looming in the distance. Buster Rhymes takes a good move underneath Trent Reznor for second place. Benjamin Franklin, who started outside pole, has made his way finally back up to the front of the field. Gibby Haynes, not quite sure what happened to him. He's out of here. He is mired way back in the center of this pack. He hasn't even gotten past the lap car of Brad Pitt yet. Jesus Christ continues to lead as this pack of cars wails its way around the track. Let's go back to David Bowie here, and let's check up in that second pack of cars. There you can see Corbin Forrester holding it down in the dead last position. CM Punk leads this pack over Elvis Presley and Tommy Joe Martins. Unfortunately, the 33, the 20 car, Susan Boyle, John Popper, Arnold Schwarzenegger, they never really got an opportunity to make their way up to the front as their second pack fell way behind. Almost an entire corner behind the leaders now. As we take a look back up to the lead, Jesus Christ himself still holds the lead. Here comes Mary Poppins in a number 5 car. Oh, what a move by Jake from State Farm with Rob Halford in tow. Jesus Christ and Trent Reznor seem to be the cars to beat at the moment, but pit stops are coming. When will they be here? Should be soon. As we go NASCAR nonstop. You won't miss a thing.
Coolest winter in the dead of July. If I was king of the living our lives, castle in the sky. If I was king of the world. Hit the deck! Get away from me, you commie fucks! Get away from me, you commie fuck!
Daddy, what's wrong with Grandpa?
PTSD, son. It gets them all.
Get away from me, you commie fucks! Get away!
Daddy, I'm scared. I don't want Grandpa to hurt himself.
Don't worry, son. He won't hurt himself. But he may hurt his loved ones.
PTSD. You may think that it only hurts you, but it may hurt more than just the ones around you. This has been a public service announcement from people paid to make you feel sad.
Today's presentation of the What the Fuck 500 is brought to you in part by Land O'Lakes. You know you're gonna buy our milk. because there's no other options. And by Dan and Oikos. It's pretty good, I guess.
You did not miss a second under NASCAR Nonstop. Gibby Haynes has been working his way through the pack and is now trying to take back his lead, which he held for 20 straight laps. He is underneath the number 88 of Jesus Christ himself, and he is side by side now with Rob Zombie in tow. Never mind, Rob Zombie has no part in that. And it looks like Gibby Haynes, Jesus Christ himself, pit stops have begun here. And the What the Fuck 500, here comes the number 88, 15, Jake from State Farm, Dale Earnhardt from 1970. Everyone in that front row who seemed to have the most powerful cars is now coming down into pit road. Number 88 car in pit road. I just talked to his crew chief, and it seems that they are taking... Oh, Jesus! Impact on pit road between the number 51 and the number 88. Is that going to be any damage potentially? Number 88 made it out far and beyond the best car in the field during those pit stops. Those Hendrick pit crews really shining through. Jake from State Farm takes over the second place position from Clint Boyer, but we have only begun pit road sequences. There appears to be the field appears to be very spread out now. John Popper, we'll see if there's any damage that's been inflicted on those guys there. Tommy Joe Martin's in that car. Then there's Bernie Sanders. CM Punk back there, Slim Shady, Donald Trump, Ben Franklin. The field is a complete mess now. Busta Rhymes, who had the lead there, is now in pit road. It appears that he is going to be taking 4 tires, probably 4, I don't know. There's no animation, so I'll never know. So yeah, Rob Halford is going to be. Oh, it's going to be a tight battle between Rob Halford and Busta Rhymes to see who is going to be coming out here. Rob Halford is going to be taking the top position of this pack, but it all depends on if they are able to maintain the lead once they come out of the pit stops of positions here. Corbin Forrester is now back on the lead lap, I'm thinking. Maybe, maybe not, but he is all on his lonesome in the 39th of positions. He's going to need a caution and nothing less to catch back up to the front of the field, but it's been a clean and green race throughout this entire event so far. The field is now spread out. Jesus Christ himself is now up to the second place behind Rob Halford, and it appears Rob Halford is going to take the lead under these green flag pit stops, but Jesus Christ is coming up right behind him, and as the field's all spread out right now, that's bound to change within 3 or 4 laps as the field is going to get scrunched all back up again. Rob Halford just does not have the speed on his own in that number 32 car to hold this lead. He is going to need to work some metal meltdown magic. And here comes Gibby Haynes once again. On the inside is Busta Rhymes, however. Jake from State Farm and Dale Earnhardt from 1970. It appears that Rob Halford is either in the lead or second place, depending on wherever the hell first is. Who knows? It could be damn near anywhere for all I know. Someone else is in 40th, it appears, now. Somewhere. I don't know. 40th place is Brad Pitt, who had went a lap down earlier. This appears to be the back half of the top 10. And there's the top 5 or 6 or so separated by not a second on the track. Currently up at front, it is Busta Rhymes with a move on Rob Halford. Rob Halford was your leader there, but now he's going to go back to second as Busta Rhymes has taken lead. Jake from State Farm, another one of those powerful Barry Gibb Motorsports racing cars. Dale Earnhardt from 1970 is, though, all the way down to the bottom with Gibby Haynes, the dominant cars we've seen in tow right now. Very interesting action here on the track in the late stages of the race. We are coming down to 7 or 8 to go at the line here. In first, it's Busta Rhymes in the 47. Dale Earnhardt from 1970 in the 3 in second place. Gibby Haynes with the dominant car today, making a move on Dale Earnhardt from 1970. Rob Halford in number 32. And then Jake from State Farm in 5th place. Jesus Christ himself is right behind this pack here. And it appears it's going to be settled between these 6 drivers. Unless there is a late race caution, but it appears to be clean and green throughout the field here. Gibby Haynes is looking to make a move for the first of positions once again here. If Gibby Haynes gets back out in front, I'm not sure if anyone's going to be able to get back past him again unless Gibby Haynes screws himself over somehow, some way. But yes, 6 to go now. Or 7, I can't count. David Bowie is the leader of the second pack. The front pack is pretty well organized right now. I'm not sure that these guys are going to be able to catch up before this race is over. Unless these guys get single file here. Brad Pitt appears to be able to know how to work his way around the draft. Unfortunately, he lost a lap early, so kind of lost out on that opportunity. Larry the Cable Guy in the number 40 car. But look at this. Look at Brad Pitt making moves even though he's a lap down. What a dingling. Mary Poppins in the number 5, our pole winner. And here come, after the entire race nearly, the Bee Gees finally making their move here. Barry Gibbs' organization. All 3 of the Bee Gees, there must have been some conflicting interest in the inside of the car there, what might have caused them to not really pay enough attention to what was going on in the race for them to be able to act. There's Bruce Willis, Justin Allgaier in the 22. But it's all Gibby Haynes once again. Gibby Haynes has gotten out to a commanding lead. Dale Earnhardt from 1970 is going to have a lot of work to do to get past that number 15 car. Buster Rhymes with a move on Dale Earnhardt. It is going to be very difficult for anyone to get past this number 15 of Gibby Haynes. That car has been on fire! That would have been a better joke if that was like Fallout Boy in the car, but no, it's Gibby Haynes. Anyway, but this lead pack is starting to get caught up by, led by the lap down car, Brad Pitt, as we come down to 6 to go. We could very well see a little bit of action here at the end of the race. The pack has caught back up, at least the top half. There was Winnie the Pooh back there, I saw. He hasn't had much of a showing today, but Barry Gibb and his brothers in the number 20 car. Together again, making a move up here at the front. They had been doing absolutely nothing today, and now they are up near the front once, well, for the first time. The number 46 of Brad Pitt, who is a lap down, is now making a move on Jesus Christ himself. And it looks like Brad Pitt, I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know if he just kicked it into overdrive now that he's a lap down. He might be just trying to get back his lap just to, you know, not look like a loser. Well, that number 46 wasn't going to do anything at all today anyway. I'm not sure what the hell's going on. Keanu Reeves with a move all the way down to the bottom. I don't know about y'all, but I think I'd want to be right behind that number 46 right now. He seems to have a very, very powerful car to lead in with. If Dale Earnhardt moves up and Brad Pitt moves down, which is appearing to be what's happening right now, I would not want to be Gibby Haynes right now, because Brad Pitt appears to have the car to beat right now, even though Gibby Haynes had the car to beat all day long until he lost the lead. Working in that clean air seems to have really helped out that setup for Brad Pitt, as he made some great adjustments in the pit lane. And Brad Pitt, who lost a lap early in this race, is making a move on our leader, Gibby Haynes, who had a powerful car, who had the dominant car all day, and he is going to bring 3 wide behind them. Gibby Haynes on the far outside. Vin Diesel looked like he was making a move, but Bruce Willis, it may look like Brad Pitt's in the lead, but no, it's Bruce Willis now. Brad Pitt has taken back his lap on track at Daytona. What an amazing race this is. And here comes Larry the Cable Guy. We've barely said a word about Larry the Cable Guy today. This race is starting to get extremely exciting now. 48 laps completed, coming down to the line. 2 to go in the What the Fuck 500. Here comes Larry the Cable Guy underneath Bruce Willis. 2 to go at the line. For the lead, Bruce Willis has lost it in favor of Larry the Cable Guy. And here comes Keanu Reeves behind them. They are 3 wide into turn 1. Brad Pitt in last place in front of this whole action. Larry the Cable Guy out of nowhere has taken the lead with 2 to go. 1.5 to go. And look at all these names that are coming up back to the front. Our pole winner, Mary Poppins, Keanu Reeves with a move for the lead. Justin Allgaier in 3rd place. Mary Poppins, Winnie the Pooh. What if Vin Diesel, is that Bruce Willis still back there? Yes, Gibby Haynes mired 3 wide back outside of the top 5. Keanu Reeves with a powerful move for the lead. It is the white flag, ladies and gentlemen, sponsored by Credit One Bank. As they come in to turn 1, Mary Poppins with a move there. Who is going to win? There's Brock Lesnar. We haven't said a word about Brock Lesnar all day, and yet here he is in the number 48 Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet. Keanu Reeves with the lead right now. If they make a move going into the inside here, oh, it looks like Brad Pitt is having a move made on him by the number 16 to Keanu Reeves. Could this make a difference on what's going to happen here at the end? They are going to have one last opportunity coming out of turn 4. And Keanu Reeves with the lead. Winnie the Pooh right behind him. Winnie the Pooh with a move down to the inside. Winnie the Pooh with a move, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Keanu Reeves. Oh, it's going to be a photo finish. Coming down to win the 2016 or 17 What the Fuck 500. It is Keanu Reeves in the number 16. He had not led a lap today until he took the lead with 2 to go. What an impressive run by the number 16 of Keanu Reeves. Wow, what a finish, and Winnie the Pooh to try and make it up there at the end, but it wasn't enough. Brock Lesnar in the number 48 to come back and get a strong finish. What an amazing move by Brad Pitt to mess up the arrow with Gibby Haynes, the dominant car, all day long. What an amazing finish for the What the Fuck 500. Keanu Reeves in the number 16 Roush Wrigley racing car has won the 2016 or 17 What the Fuck 500. What an amazing race. That was positively fantastic. What an impressive showing by all 40 drivers here today. Great job. Keanu Reeves will give his victory celebration in a moment, but for now, let's take a look at the full race results. Somehow, I'm not sure how to do that. Well, there's Corbin Forrester in second to last. Job, Corbin. Okay, so. Yeah, so that's over. Let's take a look at the finishes. Keanu Reeves, what an amazing showing at the end of this What the Fuck 500. Winnie the Pooh took second place in that number 7 car. Brock Lesnar took third. Trent Reznor, substituting for Richie Birkenhead, took it to a respectable 4th place. Mary Poppins with the pole only was able to muster up 5th place. David Bowie in 6th. Larry the Cable Guy, after looking like he was going to be the man to beat there at the end, takes only 7th place. Rob Zombie in 8th. Justin Allgaier in 9th. Arnold Schwarzenegger in 10th. 11th, What If Racing. Susan Boyle battling back from an atrocious race to finish 12th. Vin Diesel in 13th. Gibby Haynes. What a shame. It looked like Gibby Haynes had the car to beat today, but he was only able to muster a 14th place. Tails in 15th. Bruce Willis in 16th. Dale Earnhardt from 1970 in 17th. The Bee Gees, 18th. Jack Black in 19th. Busta Rhymes in 20th. And, yeah, there's the rest of the field. Benjamin Franklin lost the draft at some point and only mustered up 41st place. Brad Pitt in 40th. He nearly took his lap back, but he wasn't able to in the end. Corbin Forrester with 39th. Greg Graffin, who looked like he had a strong car early, was only able to take 35th. I mean 8th. I'm stupid. What a What the Fuck 500. I am absolutely speechless. From all our partners here at the Kamikaze Games Sports Network, thank you for joining us for the What the Fuck 500. What an exceptional showing by all of our drivers, and we hope to see another fantastic race next time that we come along. This has been the What the Fuck 500, sponsored by Cheez-Its and Subway. Eat fresh, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye! That's gotta feel nice. That's gotta be great. Okay.
Excuse me, bitch, could you hold your fucking horses? Could you hold your horses? No! No! Are you shitting me? Really?